Hey, it's Adrian, and today I have a really unique smart lock. This is the Holo Smart Wi-Fi lock from Anona, and what this allows you to do is you can add it to basically any type of single cylinder deadbolt lock to retrofit it and give it smart functionality. And if you're worried that it's going to be a complicated process, don't worry, I had the same doubts, but it's actually very straightforward. The only thing you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. The lock can be unlocked with voice access through Alexa or with Matter support. You can also use your existing deadbolt key. You can use the Anona app, or you can use this optional keypad that I have here. You also get quick alerts from the Anona security app, so you can see who's coming and going and to check your door status. You can also add a bunch of users on there, making this great for large families or if you want to use this for a rental property. And there's also an anti-peeping feature for the keypad to just keep everything nice and secure. So let me show you just how easy it can be to retrofit your existing deadbolt, and a big thanks to Anona for sending this out for review. The HoloLock box comes with a lock mounting plate, 4 AA batteries, adapter tips, and we're going to have to pick the correct one during installation. We also have some sticky tape to keep the existing deadbolt lock in place while we install, manual, and a how-to guide. Now, if you went ahead and bought the optional keypad, in that box we have the keypad unit, 3 AA batteries. We also have a mounting adapter that's going to attach to the keypad, sticky tape, screws, and anchors. So the Anona Holo Smart Lock feels good in the hand, coming in at around 239 grams or 0.5 pounds without batteries inserted. Once you do insert the batteries, it's going to come in at around 300 grams or 0.6 pounds. And it does feel cool to the touch, so it's pretty much an aluminum type of build most of the way through, and then we have some plastic elements on the rear. Now we have these wing latches. These are going to be used for installation. I'll demo that later, and this is where we're going to connect it to the cylinder mechanism on the deadbolt. Now everywhere else, yeah, it's pretty much simple and a minimal design, but it is matte and very resistant to fingerprints. Now we do have the turning knob here, and that's pretty smooth. And then we also have the Anona logo here, and this actually has an LED indicator light under the side of it. So to remove this cover, we're just going to pull out, and you can see that we do have magnetic buttons there to snap it in place. So it's really handy that we have these magnetic snap-on attachments so we can get access to the battery compartment really easily anytime we need to change these AA batteries. We also have a reset button there, and then you can see that LED indicator light that's going to shine through here. So just remember, when you pop this back on, line up this frosted piece of plastic here right with that LED indicator light. The design of the keypad perfectly matches the design on the Holo Smart Lock, so you can go with this obsidian gray color, or they have an antique silver as well. So there's the LED indicator light flashing. I've inserted the batteries. We have our digits right here, and then the lock and unlock button. And then to get access to the battery compartment, there's 4 screws. I've already removed them. So you are going to need a screwdriver initially for setup, and then you put in 3 of the AA batteries right there, lock everything back. And then to actually attach this to the door, you're going to use this supplied mounting plate. You could use it with the hardware screws or with this adhesive mounting pad for installation. Installing the Holo Smart Lock is actually really easy. So one of the first things we're going to do is to use this supplied tape and tape the exterior of the deadbolt to make sure it doesn't fall down. Because the next thing we're going to do is to remove the internal plate from our door, which has the turning knob. Once that's removed, we're going to pull out the 2 screws, attach the Holo Smart Lock's mounting adapter or mounting plate, and then we're going to screw it back in using those same 2 screws that we removed. After we do that, we're going to take one of these adapter tips, and I'm going to need this one with this kind of half circle at the top. You're going to pop it into this slot here. Once that's done, you're going to actually align the Holo Smart Lock with the mounting plate. You're just going to slide in these wings to attach it. Then we're going to just pop out the front cover here, put in the 4 batteries, and we're done with installation. If you buy the optional keypad, it's also really easy to install this. Now you have 2 options. One is to use these supplied screws, drill it into your door frame or any surface nearby where it's going to have close proximity to the lock. Now the other thing you can do if you want to put this on your door but you don't want to drill into your door is to use the adhesive tape that comes with this mounting plate here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to attach the adhesive right here, stick it to your door, and then you're going to slide in the rear of the keypad right into this adapter here till it clicks into place. And I actually dropped the keypad from a height of about 5 feet onto concrete. It didn't crack, it still works, everything's going great. It just has a bunch of dents and scuffs, so build quality, outstanding so far. So I'm gonna go a bit out of order, and instead of installing the locks, I'm just gonna add it to the app first to make sure everything is added nicely. So I'll click on Add Device, click Allow, and make sure you're connected to a 2.4 gigahertz network. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to, actually it's already found the lock, I'll just tap on Add there, connecting device to Bluetooth. And then I'm just gonna select my Wi-Fi network now. And again, remember to pick one that's a 2.4 gigahertz network. Do not pick a 5 gigahertz network. And if yours isn't split and you're having an issue, you're gonna have to log into your router or modem or contact your ISP and ask them how you could split the bands to a 2.4 band and a 5 gigahertz band. All right. So it has successfully been connected. The Holo Smart Lock is added to the app. I'm not going to calibrate it since it's not installed. I'm kind of going out of order, but what I want to do is to pair the keypad. So I'm going to go ahead, tap on that, add keypad, and it mentions to press and hold the lock button for 5 seconds, which I've already done. So I'm going to say, I see the confirm white light blinking. Click on next, and it's found it automatically. Tap on that. We're just going to wait for it to connect by Bluetooth. And I have to say the process to pair these and connect everything on the app has been pretty easy and effortless so far. All right, so I'll just say I've completed it. And I'm now gonna put in my 6-digit code, and you can have up to 10 digits if you like for a longer password. Locking and unlocking the door is really simple, so of course you could use all of the existing keys for your deadbolt since you're just retrofitting it, you're not actually changing it. So all of the keys on your car key bunch, or if you made a bunch of copies for your family members, those all work very handy. But my preferred way is to use the optional keypad. Now I say it's optional because you could technically just buy the lock and just operate it using the app or keys or voice access, but I highly recommend buying it as a bundle. It just offers a ton of conveniences. Now the way this works is you're just gonna input your key or the pin that you set in the Anona app, and then you're gonna press the unlock button on the keypad and it's gonna unlock the door. It doesn't automatically unlock as soon as you input the pin, so that's good because if someone had to guess, they're not just keying in random numbers and then it's gonna automatically unlock. They have to key in the numbers and press unlock. Now, when you're ready to lock the door, you don't have to input any type of keys or pins or passwords. You're just gonna pull your door closed, press the lock button on the keypad, and it's just gonna automatically lock it. Very convenient. There's also an anti-peeping feature with the keypad. So if someone's looking over your shoulder while you're entering in your PIN code, what you could do is just put a bunch of fake digits in front and then your real PIN and a bunch of fake digits at the end and then hit unlock. And the system is smart enough to recognize, the correct sequence of digits and unlock the door. You can also use the Anona app by just sliding the slider in the app to lock and unlock the door. So say someone was dropping something off, you're not at home, you could just open up the app and slide to unlock it for them remotely wherever you are, and this will use Wi-Fi from anywhere or your mobile data. You can also set up voice access through Alexa, and there is Matter support. Now I don't have any Alexa devices or Matter devices, so I wasn't able to test this. And if you're someone who's forgetful, there is an auto lock feature, so as soon as you close the door, it's just going to automatically lock. And of course you could set a timeout feature for it to lock automatically after 5 seconds all the way up to 3 to 5 minutes. You also get lightning quick app alerts from the Anona security app anytime the door is opened or closed or the lock is locked or unlocked, so it's really handy for monitoring in real time who's coming and going. The battery life is rated for 4 to 6 months. Of course, this is going to vary by household, but that number is based on locking the door 10 times and unlocking it 10 times. So depending on how busy your household is, you're going to have to change the batteries more frequently or less frequently. Let's take a look at the Anona security app, and as soon as you open it up, you're going to be able to see whether your door is open or closed, and you could see if the lock is locked or unlocked. So if the door was open, this would be in red and it would say door open, and since the lock is in green, I know that it's locked. Otherwise it would be in red and it would say slide to lock. I can also see I have good Wi-Fi strength and battery life. But let's swipe up and we'll go into the full settings so we can share the device with other family members. And under keypad management, this is something you may or may not have access to. So I have full battery life there. I've already set my own password, and you can also set guest passwords. And I believe you could set up to 50 different type of passwords. I'll just go through the process quickly to show you the options. So you put the guest password, the guest name, and the passwords have to be at least 6 digits long. Now under expiry type, we can set it to permanent, to periodic, and let's just go back in there to periodic, and you could set days and time schedules, so you have a lot of fine control and an active date. You can also set it to temporary, so it's only going to be active, say for this day or for 12 hours, for example, and you could set it to just be a one-time password, so a lot of versatility on that. Now under low power mode, right now the battery level is good, that's not going to kick in, and we also have this option called no auto lock, and it's set to off. Now it says when enabled, the device will not automatically lock within the set time period after closing the door. So this is if you normally enable auto lock, but you just want a breather from it. Say you're having a party that day and you don't want to disable the option, you can time it out for 1 hour up to how many ever hours you like. But let's go into the full lock settings. Actually, before that, we can see the summary of today's events, 11 unlocks, 11 locks, how many times the door was open, and then if it was an app unlock, password, or manual unlock. But let's go into the lock settings. Now auto lock, this is where you'll set it. If you're someone forgetful or you have people in your household who are forgetful, the door will automatically lock, and you could set it, basically as soon as they close the door, it's gonna automatically lock, or from 5 seconds up to, a 5-minute window, say you're coming and going getting groceries from the car. Now under travel mode, this is a mode you can enable if you're going away on vacation or you'll be away, for an extended amount of time. You can go ahead and put it into this battery saving type mode, and you can also set a guest password if someone's going to come, kind of feed your pets, water your plants, check your mail, etc. Now under device lock calibration, this is only really needed when you first set it up or if the lock comes out of calibration. So far it's been great for me. Now under sound settings, I like having an audible sound alert, so I know the lock is locked or unlocked, and I have the volume set to high, but you can set it to low as well. You can also change the device name, change the Wi-Fi network, and under device notifications, this is where you can pick, do you want notifications? And if you do want them, what kind of notifications do you want? General ones, abnormal ones, if there's an issue with the lock, or do you want firmware notifications as well? And I've enabled everything. Now you can also set the time zone, and you can update the firmware on here. Now if we go to move the device, this is if you want to move it from one household to the other, but basically everything is exactly how I want it, so I've not been using that. And in the main screen, you can just swipe back down to see everything, or you can go over to the next tab, which is just going to show you events. So you can see the door automatically locked. This was just me testing it. I've used my own password on here, and then it shows when the keypad was used. So it says here, I locked it using the app at this time. And then also it's going to show keypad lock right there. So you can see the type of locks and unlocks that were done and by who. In terms of pricing, they have a pre-order sale going on. So the first 50 buyers are going to pay $89.99 US. You're going to get both the lock and the keypad, which is a fantastic deal. After that, the next 51 to 100 orders are going to be paying $104.99 US again for the bundle. And after the pre-order sale is over, then you're going to pay regular price for either the lock, the keypad, or you could buy them as a bundle as well. So the Anona Holo Smart Lock is an easy recommendation from me. The installation is actually very straightforward, making it easy to retrofit any type of single cylinder deadbolt lock. You get lightning quick alerts on the app, so you can see your door status. Is your door open? Is it closed? Is the lock open or is the lock locked? And you can also add a bunch of different users on here to see who's coming and going. And the best part is there's no monthly fees. You just buy the system once, install it to your door really simply, and you just use it and you're good to go. So if you're interested in picking up the Anona Holo Smart Lock, I'm gonna leave links down below to learn more or to check it out for yourself. And if you get it during the pre-order time, that's the best. You're gonna get the bundle. If you're watching this video, the pre-order sale has ended. Don't just buy the lock by itself, buy it as a bundle with the keypad. It just makes life a whole lot more convenient. So let me know what you think of the Anona Holo Smart Lock, and let me know if you have any questions that I didn't cover. If you found this video helpful, please consider checking out some of my other related videos. I'm sure you'll find something you like, and I'll see you in the next one soon.